Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are diving a little bit more into Bitcoin because it seems like the dump has continued. So I did have to adjust one of my lines here, which it is now lining up with the daily candle closes from back in November 27th. And it does look like we have been respecting this level as support for a while. The thing that's bothering me a little bit on this time frame now is the fact that we have been constantly hitting it non-stop. If we do not hold it, we could very well see ourselves back down to 87,256. But on this new downtrend that I did post, not post, but I did make, it is showing we should come down at least to the bottom of the channel, coming down possibly down to 88,533. Let's go ahead and dive into the lower time frames so that we can see this. Another thing you do have to keep in mind, on your weekly, you do have bearish divergence, so that is something that we are definitely keeping in mind this whole time. If we do get a weekly candle close below, this is just a continuation of the downtrend, and we would expect to see a little bit more red leading into next week. But daily, it does look like you are in the bearish control zone on your relative strength and your CCI indicator. Let's go ahead and check out the 4-hour. So this is the interesting part on the 4-hour. It's not oversold yet, but you are deep in the bearish control zone, and you can start to see a nice flattening out. This is kind of nice. This is what's leading me to believe we might see a little bit of a recovery if the low is in. If we do hold at 91,913, we could see this thing rally just a little bit, just a wee bit. We would be aiming anywhere between 97,336 and 98,624. We have a level of resistance, which is a weekly candle close at $98,106. So that's something we really do have to keep in mind. But this rally could come, and if it does, we're looking at anywhere between a 4.7 to the possibility of a 6.11% upside if this is a bearish retrace. Now let's go ahead and check in on the 1-hour. So the 1-hour is kind of where the magic is happening right now. If we look at our relative strength at the moment, you can see we are setting higher lows, significantly higher lows, but on top of that, we are setting lower lows in price. It does look like we are about to get our first higher low, which would indicate to me we could see that little recovery rally starting. But you can see price going straight down right now while strength is rising. So this is a very good indication that we could see the trend reverse in the short term, where it could get that beautiful back test we're looking for, which would also allow a lot of our altcoins to breathe a little bit because they are getting devastated. Checking out your 15-minute, your 15-minute is showing signs of a trend reversal with this first higher low. So this is what most traders are going to be banking on right here. If we do look at our fibs from low to high, we did get a 786 retracement, and now we're catching a bounce. So if we can maintain this new supply line all the way up to the our resistance level, this could yield us a very good return. For the day traders out there, how I would personally be looking at this is possibly as leg number 2 coming up. So if I were trading this, I would be looking at Bitcoin possibly making a move 3.85% upside. Now noted, I am mentioning all of these bearish indicators in which we could have a bearish backtest, rollover. That's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It does give you an opportunity to buy in if you felt like you missed the boat. Just don't be afraid if prices fall. That's the real big thing here. Don't be scared. You should actually look at it as buying opportunities when prices fall. However, I do believe you should be smart about when you're buying so you know that you're not just going to hold the bag. Currently speaking, we are in this downtrend. What I would love to see is maintaining in the downtrend, bounce around here for a little while, or maybe we even just blast right out of here after touching 87,256. I'm okay with that too. But I would be honestly looking for a touch at 87,256 at a minimum. We could even come as low as our 200 simple moving average, which is currently sitting at 73,233, and we would still be hyper bullish on this market. This would actually be a healthy correction because of how fast we moved up, but that's besides the point. What is likely to happen on this pullback is about a 50% retrace from where the rally began. So I would say the rally began somewhere around here, somewhere around right here, from our low to high, and we could see 78,695 play out as a common 50% retrace before we see much, much higher prices. And if that were the case and we did catch a bounce off that, we would then be looking for your very first target is 124. $124,000 Bitcoin won't seem that bad, especially if you buy in at the 50% retrace or even get as low as 71,000. Wouldn't be that bad. If we do come up to that, we are more than likely going to test 145,000, $145,065. So those are your possibilities here on the larger time frame, but on the very short time frame, I am expecting a bounce to start happening. I'm expecting a little move to the upside. I am trading based off of that right now today, and hopefully you guys aren't too scared about the pullback. Also, understand trading is meant for hedging against your long-term holdings. Anybody who decides, oh, I'm only going to trade throughout this bull run, you're probably not going to have a fun time. Honestly, you're probably not going to have a fun time. I highly think you should have some long-term holdings and then take profits at certain areas, so then you have some dry powder to buy back in on the dips. So think of dips as gifts, but if you're not long-term holding, in my opinion, you are not playing the game right. But for the trading folks out there trying to make these daily returns and stuff, currently speaking for Bitcoin, I could see us pop up about a 3.85%, maybe even slightly higher to overhead resistance before what is likely to happen is more selling pressure, especially leading into the end of the week and possibly into next week. But the current narrative right now about the U.S. might be selling off $6.9 billion in Bitcoin. They got the okay. The DOJ is allowed to do it, but I don't actually think they're going to, because Trump already said they want to create a strategic reserve of Bitcoin. So unless the US is prepared to pull a Germany where they're going to sell off all their tokens and then buy back in later at higher prices, it just doesn't seem likely to me. But hey, I could always be wrong. I'm not the one pulling the strings up there, and we're going to see what ends up happening in the future. But right now, don't panic too much about the pullbacks. Just look at them as buying opportunities, because remember, 2025 is supposed to be the most bullish year for Bitcoin, like the most bullish. So don't get scared out of this market. Just focus on where our support levels are, where we could bounce, and what else is out there. Hopefully this video has helped you out a little bit with some perspective on the market and where price action could be going. At the time of me recording this video, Bitcoin is currently trading at $93,079, and we are currently getting some bullish momentum to the upside on a little bit of a recovery. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys are doing your own research. I hope your trades are going well, and I do hope you're not getting scared out of the market, because that's exactly what the whales want you to be, is scared. So don't let them steal all your crypto. And other than that, I do go live every single day. If you guys would like to join me on a live stream, we do TA literally every single day. And yeah, you can join us there. Also, we do have a free Discord. Link is down in the description below, where you can also do your trade requests, and I can look at your charts inside of the Discord at my earliest convenience, where I can basically just give you my input. Outside of that, we do have 2 partnered exchanges, that is Buy DeFi and Weeks. Links are also in the description down below. So if you guys are looking for a platform in order to facilitate trading and or even buying some low cap coins or even just Bitcoin, you guys can do it there. The fees are pretty darn decent. The welcome in bonuses are absolutely amazing for your deposits. And then, of course, there are very good things when it comes to your VIP status on both Buy DeFi and on Weeks, where you get discounted trading fees. So yeah, anyways, this is all I have to say about Bitcoin today. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. I will catch you in the next one or in a live stream. Keep those stop losses tight. I wish you the best of luck.